Okay, here we are back again with more Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. And I think we're just gonna go see if we can find this Wight's lair. But I need my trusty horse. Roach. Come on, Roach, let's go. Excuse me, kid.
Should I say?
Alright.
Myself, I like Count Monier's idea.
Let's go see if we can find this Wight's lair and figure out how to make this decoction thing, I guess. I mean, I guess at some point I need to do the main quest line, you know.
Sweet mother of mine.
Alright, there's some nasty things over here. How shocking. There we go. Are we all dead now? Smeagol Circus? Oh god, a spoon. That creature from the Caraberta Woods must have been it. All the help says the town's abuzz with talk about missing spoons for much time now, indeed. Since this creature has stolen cutlery from all Beauclair and has not yet been caught by our valiant guard, it means it must be clever. Tricky, even. And anyone clever can be swayed by arguments, especially financial ones, so I asked my jeweler, Mathenberg, to make me a spoon out of pure gold which I shall take to the Caraberta Woods to find that monster and propose a trade. A spoon of gold for my most precious spoon. Smeagol Circus. Oh my god. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's just absolutely the worst joke yet. There's a lot of bad jokes in this game, and that's definitely the worst one so far. Come on. Back over here. Alright. Righto. There's a lot of foglets. This is an extremely foggy forest. I can't imagine why. Also, I should probably, like, actually... I think I have 2 points now. I can do one of these, potentially. Signs can deal critical hits. Their critical hit chance and damage increase with sign intensity. Opponents killed by critical hits from signs explode. I don't have a greater red mutagen. Toxic blood. That seems not bad. Each time you are injured in melee combat, the attacking opponent receives damage in the amount of 1.5% of damage dealt for every point of your toxicity level. That would not be too bad. But I think I might just do this one. Don't see why not. Signs do critical I can critical hit with signs now.
Never a good omen.
Ah, good. More Barghasts. That's... Alright. Indeed, there are a lot of spoons here.
Regis's raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Oh man, this... You know, I only just now notice how cool this sword looks. It looks pretty cool. Like, it's very glowy. It's extremely glowy, and I appreciate that. Like, look at how fancy and glowy it is. It's definitely, like, it's magic. It's magic. I have a magic sword. I like magic swords. They're fun. Alright, no, yeah, there's definitely a lot of spoons around here. I don't know what that means exactly, but...
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Okay.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
It's definitely a curse.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Creepy. Creepy.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Alright.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
What else have we got here?
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
I'm glad that Geralt's now a spoon connoisseur. Ooh, what's this? A stained diary. Let's read it. For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today... There are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness. No family. Eat. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. Eat. It hurts. Oh my.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Alright. Yep, there's a lot of spoons in here. Wow, a lot of spoons.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Okay.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Another spoon.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
I'm just checking. A spoon key.
A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. Wight's a true collector.
Read the note attached to the spoon. This certifies the item up for auction, an antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1220. Belongs to Smeagol Circus, owner of the pheasantry. Ah. Okay. So the dead guy I found...
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Okay, what else is going on over here? Oh my gosh, that's some dead people.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Alright. Yep, sure are a lot of spoons.
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
A decaying letter. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope, and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse, which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. Are we talking about Gontro Dim? Because I don't think I want to have anything to do with that ever again. I'm aware this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Yikes! I really hope that's not Gontro Dim we're talking about here. Because that could be a problem. Okay. Alrighty.
Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Huh.
Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy.
Oh boy.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Let's try downstairs.
Actually does seem like a Wight's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. Wight's not particularly tidy. Table's set. Wight, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. Wight that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
Oh, hey, greater green mutagen. I could use that. Alright, let's look in this cauldron.
Empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
I can hide in the cabinet, sure. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, that's awful. I feel really bad though. I want to lift the curse. Like, it's not like if it's a cursed person, I want to lift it. I don't want to kill him. Geralt is too nice for this.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Okay. It's a good thing Geralt's gonna eat this and not me, because I would not want
Just need a
to.
bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Shit. I don't know.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Alright. I am going to not use spoons.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Ugh. That's disgusting. Yuck.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Boy, I hope that worked. Because that Wight's brew was pretty nasty.
I think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the Wight. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Right. That smelled pretty bad. Okay. Let's see what happened. Did it work? Did it work? I mean, look, yeah, I could have just killed it probably, but, you know, that's just, I don't think that's how Geralt rolls. I just don't feel like that's how Geralt does things, you know? If something's if someone is cursed, then by God, he's gonna try to fix it. Alright, where did this go? Where did you go? Alright. Hey!
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Sometimes it's good to do good, you know? Oh, look, he just took her back to Corvo Bianco. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? It was
So
very
I
nice.
took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
A curse.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Sure, I'll tell him about it.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
There's not very many that would do that.
But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
I am incredibly glad that, right, so I think I have 2 more points now. Yes, I do. Which means that I can now, I think... Yeah, and I have 2 greater green mutagens. So I can get my toxic blood upgrade. That sounds good. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. I might as well go back to Regis, and take care of that. I should probably meditate for just like an hour to get rid of my toxicity again. My toxicity is really high. It's funny because like I almost never had a problem with high toxicity in the main game, but now in this DLC for some reason it's like I'm running into stuff that's really pushing the limits. But anyway, let's go back to Regis. And let him know we've got some Wights brew for him. What the fuck? What's going on? What's up? We having fun up here, buddy?
Think your friend's hand'll make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Are you spying on me? Is that what you're doing?
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned the last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand
What-
the
what?
problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
You're the same
Blood must
species,
be in
right?
an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity.
Oh,
And that stands to be very, very
that
dangerous.
does sound pretty bad. For whom?
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True. But I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
Because you're
That
my
makes
friend.
2 of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
Okay, so
All right.
What are the
so
details?
What do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate.
okay.
There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined.
That
You
sounds
will
awful.
lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
That sounds awful. That sounds really awful. I don't... I don't like the sound of that at all. But tell me more about the place we gotta go.
Tesham Mutna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber.
Ugh.
Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village.
Wow.
This brought trouble on the entire species.
No doubt.
Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesham Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage, sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Okay. But I need to...
Little expedition's starting to sound dangerous. Think I better prepare.
I understand completely. Do tell me when you're ready to set off.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not fine, actually. It sounds horrible. Why would you... Oh, God, this sounds awful. Ooh. Okay. But, like, good God. This sounds really awful. Why would I... Yeah, that's very concerning for me, personally. Like, are we sure this is gonna be completely safe for him? Like, I don't... It sounds like a pretty god-awful thing to do. I already have that. Oh well. Okay. What I'm gonna do first probably is like where the hell did I even come from? No, that's the caves. I want the fast way out.
An illusion.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's a nice sword. A knight's oath. Okay. Here rests Sir Ramon of Guichen. On my grave you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. Sorry, my cat is being a brat. The sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on this stone through the ages. All right. Sure. Well, I took that sword. Sorry, buddy. That's my sword now. Anyway, I will probably end the episode here because I'm going to do some quick prep work off screen probably, and we'll be back. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later.